Ladies, this might sound familiar. You have just met this guy. He is interested in you, right? And you also find him interesting. You feel this is the guy that you can build life with. And someday you are going to get there, and due to the fact that this guy seems to be ambitious, visionary, and you envision, you feel like, yeah, though he is not yet there, but at least I'm ready to build life together with this guy. You start building from the scratch, and when things get better, you are ready to enjoy life. Unfortunately, he walks away and gets another woman who doesn't even know how things started, who doesn't even know how that life that he's living now was built. You are there through thick and thin. Ladies, I know this is common. So this is exactly what we are going to talk about today. Hey, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nasra Hassan, and this is Real Life Perspective. Before we dive in, if you find value in the videos that we make, or if this YouTube channel inspires you in one way or another, kindly support this YouTube channel. And the only way you can support this channel is by simply sharing the videos that we make, by subscribing, by liking. That is the only way you can help us to keep inspiring you, and also to keep bringing the guests who have expertise in different topics that we talk about, and who can share their wisdom with us. But this can only happen if you help us to grow this channel, and I will be so grateful to you. Thank you. Usually when the guys are pursuing ladies, they see a woman who is ambitious, they see a woman who is pursuing their dreams, they see a woman whose something is going on in their lives, a woman who seems to be a visionary woman, a woman who seems to be focusing, and this makes the guy falls in love with that version of you. Because of course men as well like ladies who are ambitious, who are pursuing their dreams, who are intelligent, because when they are envisioning having a family with you, they are seeing, this is the type of a woman who is going to build my family. This is the type of a woman who is going to inspire my daughter in case we give birth to a daughter. My daughter is going to be exactly like this, because they are seeing a version of a woman who is doing something with their lives. But unfortunately, when the relationship has gotten to a certain extent, there is the way how women tends to be reluctant. There is the way how women tends to be so comfortable and seems to just start acting differently. And this becomes kind of a shock to a man, because he is wondering, is this really the woman that I married? Is this really the woman that I met? Where did that woman go? And this somehow disorganizes a man, because he starts experiencing a different version of you. All of a sudden, you have changed, because you cannot fake forever. You cannot fake the person that you are not, because the real version of you will always come out, and that will not take long. So if you really want to use the fake it until you make it theory, you need to be on the journey of becoming a different version of you, and you start using that theory so that it helps you in that journey. But it doesn't work if you are trying just to fake, just to attract other people, because they will get to know who you really are and they will walk away. And this is exactly what happens. You seemed to have dreams that you are pursuing, and now that you're married, you have forgotten about the dreams. You don't have dreams, you have nothing going on in your life, you are just there. And maybe the guy might not tell you that, but they start wondering. And as for you, you have given up your dreams. For them, they keep working on their dreams. And here is when things get serious, because I hear so many times women are complaining, I fell in love with him when he had nothing at all. Now that he has gotten everything, he has left me down. When he was building his life for you, you surrendered your dreams. Yet you are not supposed to jeopardize your dreams simply because you have gotten comfortable with this guy. Because remember what made him fall in love with you. It is that version of a woman who had dreams, of a woman who was ambitious. And that is the woman he fell in love with. And now this woman that he is now living with, the woman who no longer care about anything. Real men don't want women who can compromise their lives or who can lower their standards for them. They want a woman who is going to challenge them. As I'm working on my dreams, a woman is also working on his dreams. So we are like challenging one another. We are becoming like one another's cheerleader. You've gone to your hustles. He has also gone to his hustles. In the evening you meet, you are building one another. You are talking about different challenges. You are talking about your hustles. So it's like you are building one another. You are growing together. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be you have gotten him, he is working on his dreams, and then for you, you compromise your dreams. You start lowering your standards for him. It becomes boring for a man. I know there are some narcissistic men who don't like women who have dreams, who are focused, because they feel like being masculine is being just dominant, is just being violent, the way I've talked about in my previous video, where I talked about how to balance the masculine and feminine energy. A real man wants a woman who can challenge them. A real man wants a woman whom they can build life with. A real man likes a woman who can inspire them. And if you're a woman and you are in a relationship where you are supposed to jeopardize your dreams, or you are supposed to compromise who you are, or you are supposed to lower your standard so that you can reason with this guy, or so that you can be at the same level with this guy that you are dating, then there is a problem. You are not supposed to lower your standard in order to be at the same level with the guy that you're dating. And if you have to do so, then this relationship has a problem and it might not end well. A high value man, a man who really knows who they are, they like a woman with standards. They lost that woman who used to impress them. They lost that woman who used to take care of themselves, who used to look good, who used to smell good. So it becomes very challenging for them. And this is the reason as to why you are going to find some men are going to start now getting another woman. Much as, yes, you are with him, you are building life, the initial goal was to get there with the woman whom they started with, so that at least they can be one another's cheerleader. But they no longer reason together because you are no longer that woman that he made. You have compromised. You have given up on your dreams. You have given up on yourself. You have forgotten about yourself. That is the problem. And then when he gets there, he now needs a woman whom they can reason together. And that is why you will find that most guys, when you start building from the scratch, when they reach to the top, they are going to get now another woman a woman who doesn't even know how it started, who didn't even, I know it is very unfortunate and it hurts. I know that it will be better if they could have communicated at least, but most of the times men expect women at least to be knowing what to do. Men expect that this guy has been raised, has been told, or has been taught how to do things, unfortunately, because the guy is not the one who is going to start teaching you how to be, who to be. It is too much work for the guy. That's why as a woman, before dating, inner work is very important. Learn how to be in your feminine energy. Learn how to embrace your femininity, because so much happens during the childhood which shapes us when we become adults, and which also affects or impacts the way how we show up in relationships, the way how we show up to the world. So it is very important for a woman, before getting into a relationship, start getting into a relationship with yourself, start learning about self-love, start doing the inner work. That's how you're going to learn how to become a feminine woman. And when you go as a feminine woman, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to try so hard, because feminine energy is about being, as I explained in the previous video where I talked about how to balance the masculine and feminine energy. And if you haven't watched it, make sure to watch it. I elaborated so much about masculine and feminine energy. So as a woman, you must learn how to be in your feminine energy. And you cannot be in your feminine energy if you are still have lingering childhood traumas, if you still have insecurities. It means you need to first heal. Healing is a must. Make sure you start seeing therapists, you start talking to therapists, you start figuring out who you really are, what are your insecurities, see what you can work on. There are some insecurities that you can work on, there are some that you make peace with, you learn to live with, because you cannot do anything about them, because you cannot change them, and because no human being is perfect. Everyone is still figuring out life, everyone is still struggling with their own demons, everyone is still struggling with their own insecurities. Because if Beyonce is still struggling with some insecurities about her ears, it is very surprising, because Beyonce is a very big personality in the world. It is very hard to expect a person like Beyonce to have insecurities, but she revealed her insecurities. And so it shows that it is okay to have insecurities, but the thing is just to learn how to live with those insecurities, and how to change what you can change, and how to embrace who you are with all those imperfections. And that is called self-love. I really want to give an example of Manuela and Brian Mulondo. I really admire this couple. I really like the way how Manuela is such a hardworking woman. She is so ambitious. She is here and there. She's a hustler. But see the way how they always celebrate one another, as Brian, the husband, is pursuing his dreams, his ambitions. But on another hand, Manuela is also growing. She's also pursuing her dreams. And you see, this is something that is needed in every relationship or marriage. It feels good when you are celebrating one another, when you are each other's cheerleader, not when you have jeopardized your dreams because you want to cheer him up. It's quite boring. It is always good when you are growing together side by side. You are celebrating one another. You are crying together. That's how it is supposed to be. This is all I had for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this information has helped. If so, kindly give it a thumb up. And from real life perspective, I can't wait to see you in the next episode. My name is Nasra Hassan. See you, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye and stay blessed.